Hi, I'm Carrie Blazer, the Divine Feminine, reincarnation of Mary Magdalene. Thank you for clicking on my clip. But I want to let you know that I have a free ebook linked below, my 6 Divine Feminine self-love strategies. They will help you transform your emotional wounds into personal wisdom. And I take a multidisciplinary approach. I include the laws of physics, psychology, neuroscience, shamanism, mysticism. I went wild, okay? So men can understand and women can understand. There's something there for everyone because what I learned is when something's true, it's true in multiple places. All right, please like and subscribe and help me distribute my ebook to everyone for free by exploding my channel. Take care. Enjoy the clip. Bye. The neurological structure in the heart is far more complex than the brain, and the heart sends about 90% more signals to the brain than the other way around. So this is the way I see it. Our consciousness is our soul, heart and soul. Our heart and soul expresses emotions to our nervous system and our heart, which communicates to our brain, and then our brain releases the chemicals. The field is the sole governing agency of the particle, right? The field meaning the energy field, the particle meaning the body. So if in my soul, I haven't healed from wounds and I have an overabundance of fear, then my heart feels fear, 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 communicates fear, fear, fear to my brain. Then my brain overproduces cortisol, increasing the inflammation in my body, driving disease. I resonate with him. So what does that mean? I resonate with him. Why? A lot of women say, why are all men narcissists? Well, okay, girlfriend, why are all the men you attract narcissists? A lot of men will say, where are all the good women? Well, why are all the women you attract not good? This is how the universe is a mirror. So let me bring up a slide and I'm going to explain it before we listen to Dr. Bruce Lipton's longer talk about epigenetics and how that all works. How does a holographic universe operate? And I'm just going to break it down in simple terms. We have a soul or consciousness. It communicates out through our hearts, and then it communicates to our brain, and then our brain decides what to do. And I even learned from Dr. Bruce Lipton that our cells have receptors on them for our own energy. So even though the cell's inside my body, it still has to have a way to receive the energy that it's already within. It's like, wow, that's just fascinating. So what's it receiving? It's receiving how our souls communicate, right? So the feminine goes first. The feminine is a surrender to the emotions, and the masculine is the action afterwards. Like when a woman drops her handkerchief, then the man can decide what to do. The feminine is the surrender, the dropping of the handkerchief, then the masculine acts. This is just how it works, right? And so the universe is a mirror showing me myself in every moment as a constant feedback loop for self-improvement. And here's an example. So last year I was talking to my older daughter, and she was super upset about all of the immigration raids. And she's like, Mom, there's mothers being torn apart from the children. And I'm like, yes, but why are you attracted to that? I'm not attracted to that. When she was 5 weeks old, I got bacterial pneumonia because I wasn't taking care of myself. I went back to work when she was 3 weeks old, and I already had a 2.5-year-old. So I got bacterial pneumonia, became septic, spent 2 weeks on a ventilator in ICU, 5 days on 100% oxygen, another week in the hospital. I was all of a sudden gone. Trauma. We attract what we are through energetic resonance, meaning a vibrational match. Why was that event in a vibrational match for my daughter? Well, we have a lot of trauma together. You know, I hadn't healed when I had my kids. I started healing 10 years ago, and I'm 55 now. I had my kids in my late 20s and early 30s. So now that we understand that consciousness goes beyond the body, we can understand how energy can resonate. And this tuning fork experiment is going to show us how. What it's going to show is that when you have two tuning forks, and one is vibrating at 512 hertz and one at 440, when the 512 moves, the 440 doesn't even notice because there's no resonance. They're not a vibrational match. But when it's 440 and 440, because the field is the sole governing agency of the particle, when this 440 moves, it moves this 440. Let's see it, and then we'll do a deep dive into the map of consciousness.